Welcome to Top of the Morning Radio.
Welcome.
Today we have Mr. Producer in the chair, filling in for Miss Paige.
You don't know lateness for the greatness.
And we have the beautiful Roberta with us today. Hey, how you doing? Nice one.
Now it's on. It's on now. Hi guys. Thank you for having me.
A nice one. So, are you on? If you flick it up, it's on. There we go.
I'm on now. Well, going to.
What is going on this morning?
Rah, lateness but greatness.
So, I wanted to talk with Roberta. In fact, Roberta, introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
So, my name is Roberta. I am a part-time model and I also work with disabled children. So, I'm a special educational needs coordinator.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Nice. And what's your favourite job? Is it the part-time modelling or is it working with children?
I'm not going to lie, both. I like both.
Do you?
I don't have a favorite because I feel like with the modeling, it's just so full on.
Mm.
And when I'm working with children, it tests my patience a little bit. Do you know what I mean? No, but like it helps me with that virtue. So it's different.
Cool.
And then I know how to transition myself back into the modeling kind of thing. So it's balance and it's good.
So what do you do for your downtime? Like, what does Berta do to relax?
Music.
Music.
I listen to music a lot. Yeah.
Ooh, what's your favourite genre of music?
R&B.
Okay, old school, new school.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Both.
What?
Yeah,
Girl,
I don't
you
know. I
can't
have a
sit on the
variety.
fence.
I have a variety.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get into the topic of friends this morning. Now, I have spoken to a couple of my friends over the past couple of weeks about friendships, and it's something that just keeps reoccurring. So I wanted to bring it onto the show and get what you guys think about some of these topics. So, yeah. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is, why do you think friendships are such an endangered species these days?
I'll let Roberta start that one.
Can you start that one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
Or do you agree with it? You might disagree with it.
I don't know. I have so many opinions.
Go for
But
it.
I think the main thing about a friendship is the understanding. And as you get older, whoever you make friends with, you know, you can kind of tell who you'll vibe with and who you won't. But I think that's my own biased opinion, to be honest. I've always been like that. I know who's going to be good for me and I don't know who isn't. It's just from the first instinct when they come at you. And with you, being friends with you, I just knew. I just knew.
So you're saying you got a sixth sense? Yeah.
You can say that.
She can tell. What do you think?
Man.
It's different for everyone.
Friends, endangered species. I mean, yeah. I mean, friends nowadays are definitely an endangered species because everyone is more agenda driven, I reckon, nowadays. Like, people make friends based off what you do, what you wear, and what you own, especially this new generation. So definitely, like, they look at, if you ain't got Giuseppe's on your feet, I don't know if I want to chat to you. If you've got Nikes on your feet, like, it's that literal for a lot of young kids that I come across. Or if you're doing certain things on your Instagram and they see that your life is looking popular, then they want to be your friends. So I think in that sense, it's definitely an endangered thing. And I think for people that don't have that kind of mindset, I guess for the older generation, I mean, I'm a lot older, but do you know what I mean?
How are we talking here?
Listen, man's in my early somethings, like that. So, man's still a young one out here, but an oldie at the same time. But I think for the old lot, you grew up having genuine friends. I mean, some of your friends, some of my friends, my mum didn't approve of, but you know what? We've outlived like good 15, 20 years of friendship. So, do you know what I mean? There are some influences that maybe Mumsy might not have been happy with, but the ones that she might have thought were right for me, they're not around. So you got some friends now you've been with like 20 years and it's worked its way out. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's funny you should say that about what your mum thought, because I feel like my mum's always told me when she don't like a friend of mine, and she's told me why, and it turns out to be so true.
They're
Do you know what I
always
mean?
right.
I had that as well,
Yeah.
Like my mum will straight out be like, I don't like that one, and I'm like, okay, okay, mum, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. And then later on, it's like it just comes to
realise
fruition. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit salty.
Yeah, yeah, of
Mum's
course.
like, yep, I told you.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, yeah.
Have your mum listened to anything
No.
about me?
Hey, Mumsy, I hope you love me, you know, 'cause you send me, you know. Boy, you get me?
So, what qualities do you think are missing in friends these days? I think, me personally, I think honesty is a mad quality that's missing in friends these days.
Definitely, I think so as well.
I feel like even friends that I used to consider to be close friends wouldn't be honest with me.
You think so? You think honesty? I feel like people are too honest nowadays, man. It's like, wow,
Nah.
you're hurting my feelings all the time, man. Like, you're keeping it. Sometimes it's too real. Like, sometimes your friends have flaws, and it's not about, you know, blatant and saying them out like all the time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an emotional guy, so my friends are always like,
yeah, it
"Bruv,
depends. Like,
you're bare emotional. Like,
Yeah.
stop being. It's like this is me. So like, you know, like new friends, yeah, they might be like, wow, you're bare emotional. Whereas my old friends would be like, well, that's just Isaac, innit?
That's
Do
just
you know what I
Isaac.
mean? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of them are a bit too honest, where it's just like, whoa, chill, like keep your little opinion to yourself, like.
But I think it depends on how you say certain
exactly,
things
that's why I
anyway.
said
Because
it
like,
depends.
for example, if like, okay, let's just use myself for example. I feel I'm mishmash dressed today, and if I went to a certain friends and was like, "What do you think? How do you think I look today? Do I look alright?" They'd be like, "Yeah, you look fine. You look fine." And that maybe that is their honest opinion. But then I got certain friends who would say, "Yeah, you look fine," but they wouldn't be caught dead in what I'm wearing. Do you get what I mean? So be honest.
Yeah.
It's not that you have to say, "Fam, you look a mess. What are you doing?" But you could just say, "You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have wore a different top with that, or I would have da-da-da-da-da." It doesn't even have to be about clothes, but that's the kind of honesty that I think is missing these days. I think friends are too worried about upsetting friends, or
That's what you said, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
about stuff. Yeah, definitely.
it's the way you approach it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, for me, to be fair, especially if we're talking about dressing, I'm probably like out of all my friends, like the worst dressed. Yeah. And
Oh.
no, like, real, like I don't care in it. Like if we're going raving or whatever, I'll just slap on a jean top, boom. Like they'll come out looking dapper. Like I'll never take the pics, if that makes sense. I'm always the one taking the pics. No, but I'm okay with that because I don't really give a damn about fashion, to be honest. But they've never mentioned like, raw, you know, yeah, like switch it up. But if I do wear something new, they always be like, yeah, is that you? Yeah, is that you? Do you know what I mean?
God.
Yeah, so it's like they think it, but they don't say it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a catch-22. Do I want them to be honest and be like, no, go home and change, or is it like, are they accepting me for who I am, but then they want to compliment? Do you know what I mean?
It's a tricky one.
That's
Yeah.
because that's how we are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 So it's one of those ones. So I don't know.
So what other qualities would you say are missing in friends? I definitely think honesty is one. What other qualities do you think are missing in friends?
Missing in quality besides honesty.
He's gonna make a poem out of this.
Understanding. I think being understanding to anybody's situation, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a good friend, right? And with whatever, you know, like if they don't call you one day, I mean, if you're like really, really good friends, you'd understand like their situation, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you need to speak to your friends every day?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be understanding. Because if you don't, like, I mean, there are people out there that have their best friends like, oh, let's talk every day. You know, like, we're not all the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to speak to my friends like a lot, like every day. But I think as I'm getting older, it's just like I don't
It's
mind.
different, yeah, when
it's
you're
getting
older.
like
You kinda-
a bit less.
yeah.
Like I don't require that. Like I don't know. Because we've bloody been speaking for the last 20 years every bloody day. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yo.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
it's a bit weird.
understanding.
Yeah, I think I agree with
situations.
that.
Yeah.
I agree with the understanding because I think for me, when I had my daughter, a lot of friends dropped off the map, and it wasn't because they thought, oh my gosh, she's got a child, and they didn't want to be around me or my child. It was like our lives became different.
Yeah.
It was like you now was at that part where you wanted to rave all the time, and you had that spare money to go out and buy clothes every week and go raving every week, and I didn't want to. Do you know what I mean? So it's completely different. So then we stopped hanging out as much. So then the phone calls weren't as much, and then you just fall out. But that leads me on to my next
You know
question.
what? Before you move on, yeah, I just want to ask you. I think, do you drive?
No.
Have you, when you drive, yeah, have you noticed that you have more friends when you're driving, and then if you stop driving, your friends like just drop out? They drop out like flies.
But speaking of driving and friends, I've noticed, and it's only certain friends though, I've noticed that certain friends, they become complacent now. It's like they don't want to come to your house unless you come and pick them up. But they'll get on train and travel to other people's houses when they don't drive.
Who's that friend?
Oh,
Well,
wow.
we're not gonna say that. It's not you, boo. But you know, but
I hear you, I hear
and
that.
other
Yeah.
friends that I have that drive say the exact same thing. It's like more time because you drive, they expect you to come pick them up. It's like, oh, right, you coming around to chill? Yeah. What time are you gonna get me? Or can I meet you at this place? Can you pick me up from the train station? Keep it. And it's like sometimes, yeah, it's nice. And I'm that type of person anyway. Doesn't matter if I'm low on money and I don't have much petrol in my car. I'll come and get you or whatever.
Man, ain't got petrol. Man ain't got petrol.
But and people they're not really that genuine to turn around and be like, do you want me to just drop you some money for petrol? Do you know what I mean? People don't even do
But
that these days.
as I don't know, like for me personally with my friends, when it comes to putting petrol in the car, I don't take it as an insult, but I don't need you to put petrol, like for my friends.
But it's nice
Because
for them to offer.
when they're driving, they're not asking me for petrol money. So like it's like a weird rule we have amongst me and my brethrens. Like,
no, do you know what?
we never
I
ask
hear
petrol
you.
money.
I
for
hear you. I
Well,
think
bar
it
one,
depends.
we got one friend that would be
For
like, yeah, I
me,
need
I've
petrol.
probably got 1 or 2 friends that actually drive. Most of my friends don't drive. I was like the first one out of my batch of friends to drive. And with that one friend, if we're going somewhere far, we split the petrol cost. So that means she'll top it up all the way, and then whatever's gone from we come back, we then top it up all the way again and split that in half.
Yeah, no.
Do you get what I'm saying? So therefore, whatever's been used, we've both split. Like that's when we go. We drive down to like Liverpool and stuff like that. So obviously, yeah, we're gonna split it. But when it's just like, oh yeah, you coming, I'm going here, or we're going shopping or whatever, then yeah, no, we don't put petrol in each other's cars. It's not really necessary. But I think those friends who don't drive, and it's like, you would have spent money on train, or you would have spent money on bus, or you would have spent money on whatever, but at least offer, because I'm spending money to come and get you and to drop you back off as well.
Let me ask.
Because now it's like expected for me to drop you off because I picked you up. Do you get what I mean?
Do you reckon it's different for like women and men?
I was just about. I felt.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like for some guys it is, and for some guys it's not. And I think for some girls it is, and for some girls it's not. Because like we do have a couple of friends that I have one, and we always rinse him. But he will always be like, if we're going somewhere, yeah, we got to split the petrol bill, and we all laugh because we always say when you're in our car, no one don't ask you for pee.
But maybe he don't have the money like that. Maybe he needs it.
But I mean, if you've enjoyed when you've been in my car, freeness, yeah, really and truly, you need to reciprocate the freeness. Like, it shouldn't be.
But
that
then
deep.
maybe he shouldn't be the one to drive, because then,
Yeah, we tend to not.
he
let
don't
him
have the
drive
money
anyway.
to
Like,
drive,
He won't even,
clearly.
he'll rather drop man like down the road because he can't be asked to turn in. He's just that real of a friend, and that's just him. Like he just like, yeah, you know what? I'll drop you. Like I can't be asked to turn into the end. So you man, I'll drop
Jump
you man
out
over here, and so no one really gets in his car. But for guys, yeah, I feel like if I'm going Manchester, Liverpool, Brum, like Stoke, wherever we're going, whoever's driving just handles the bill.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Like all the way there and all the way back?
Yeah, standard.
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't even allow a friend to do that. I'd be like, no, we came together.
No, it's not like if I said to Mandem today, yeah, let's go Manchester and rave. I'm the one that has said let's go Manchester, not you. I just want you not to roll with me, so I'm gonna pay to go there and come back. What's £100 on petrol to go and enjoy a good night with my brethren in another city? When we get to the city, they might buy bottles. Do you know what I mean? They'll put. It's not even that they might. They will buy bottles because they'll know that I's paid for us to get here, kind of thing. So they will get the bottles, or they'll pay man's entrance fee and get bottles. So it almost directly asking for petrol money for the guys that I grew up with. Like, I don't know. It's a bit mad.
It's a bit mad for you.
Yeah, for all of us.
No, for me, it's not mad at all.
I hear
For
that.
me, it's not mad.
I hear that.
For me, I'm like, I don't really. How can I put it? It's like, this is my hard-earned money. You just sitting down, you're not even driving the car. You don't even have a car. You don't even know what the upkeep of a car is. You don't even know how much petrol keeps running up. You don't know. So if I ask you for petrol money, don't feel offended. It's just a thing whereby if you was driving, I would have offered it because that's the type of person I am.
Mm.
And more time, like all of my friends will tell you, they know I will bust joke just to make them feel awkward about petrol money all the time. Like certain people will be like, they'll be complaining about something, or can they put on the heater or something. I say, I'm not cold though. And they're like, yeah, but I'm cold. I said, oh, but did you put petrol in the car to put on the heater? Oh, okay. And do you know what I mean? Because that's me.
Yeah.
Like
See,
I would offer.
I'd feel mad to say that because I'd feel like I'm using my petrol as like I'm the boss.
No,
almost.
I'm not using my
I would
petrol
feel
like I'm
mad
the
awkward
boss.
to tell someone like, rah, I put in the petrol, so what do you mean you want to get a heater? If you want to put the heater on, cool, put the heater on.
No, it's like, why did you back off your jacket now you're complaining that you're cold? My friend, put that on. Put that back on,
But
innit?
sometimes you want the heat with your jacket off. Like, when I'm
Is it your
driving-
car? Is it your car?
See, I wouldn't treat you like that. When you're in my car, you'll be getting you'll be getting great service throughout. That's how I see it. Do you know what I mean?
Great service. I'm
Great
not bus
service.
driver.
You get
This is
me?
my personal
But
car.
I don't know. That's how I am. If you want to turn on the heat and I'm driving, cool, go for it. Like whatever.
Yeah, more time I am like, yeah, it's cool. But certain people, I'm like, nah, you take
But
the
you
mic.
got, yeah, my brother like leaves me at the bottom of the road. Yeah, he will get all of that. He would get all of that. You know, he'll get all of that.
I think it depends who the friend is as well. Because I got to be honest, like, my friendships aren't all the same. Like, I might have a good, let's say, 5 friends that I say, yeah, that they're my codies, but my relationships with all of them are different.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? Like, the things, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I've got friends that I've known for years that if they ask me for money, I'm broke, I ain't got it. Sorry. Because me and you, I know what you're like with money. What am I giving you 5 bills for you to never give it back? And I'll be honest with them. I say, I ain't got the money, but to be fair,
Do
come
you
on.
feel like that's taking the piss? The fact that you've gone
But
there and
like-
talking about money and borrowing money to your friend, your co-D, for example, yeah. If they say I'll give it back to you the money in 30 days, but they give it back to you like in 90, yeah, are you pissed off that they didn't pay on time, or are you just happy they paid you back the money?
I think it depends, innit?
It depends.
It
like,
depends,
if that
'cause,
was
like-
me, definitely, like I would drop that friend completely. I would drop you. Like, you
Done.
will not be my friend anymore because,
Rah.
like, you know, it's just that little.
No
thing. Like, I'm
tolerance.
sorry, bye. And that's it.
I've been on both sides of the spectrum, so I don't know. I've taken the piss, and someone's taken the piss.
But I think
So
I
you
think it
would've dropped
depends
me out
what
if I
your
did.
values are as well. Because for me, I don't take money from friends. If I'm in a real hard, stuck, broke situation, I still won't take money from my friends. And I have friends who know that and will
Okay.
try and hide money in my house. And I'm like, why you do that? You know I
Okay,
don't like
okay.
taking money from you. You know I don't like, and that's just me in general.
Yeah, you're proud. That's good though. There's
So-
nothing wrong with that.
Like, I probably have like 5 close friends, and out of those 5 close friends, there's probably only like 2, maybe 3 that I would give money to if they needed.
Nah, most of my man,
The rest of the friends, them, no
I would
chance.
give it to them because if I've dropped the money before. They've dropped me money before. It's nothing really.
No, I
But
don't do all
I've
of that.
definitely taken the piss in terms of payback, and I'm just chilling on this thing of we've been boys for years, man. It's cool.
Why?
But then at the same time, when man them have dropped the same line to me, I'm like, fam.
So why do
you know
that?
what? Alright, cool, whatever. I let it go, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because to me, money's not a big deal to me with my friends. Everybody's different with their friends. I've known my friends since I was in primary school. My core friends, I've known them, all of them, since I was 4 or 5, bar one, who's been a friend of mine for like 15 years now that I met at 15. Yeah, but besides, I've known my friends for like 20 plus years.
Now
so
we know your age.
yeah, but like, it's a minor. Like, if my brethren borrows money and doesn't pay me back straight away, it's money in it. It's whatever, man. We still will go. I'll borrow them money, or they'll borrow money. We'll still go raving, even if one of us still owes us money. And man will still handle. It's not that little money that you owe me, because I know there's a reason why you haven't been able to pay me back. So it doesn't actually interrupt the friendship. You asked me for that money for a reason, but outside of that reason that you've used that money for, our friendship still continues as normal.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
That's how I move, though. That's how I move with my
Yeah.
friends. They're like my brothers, though, innit?
Yeah.
So it's more like family.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I understand that. Yeah. I wouldn't, definitely not.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I think it's. Women
It's
are-
different,
I
isn't
know
it? It's different. I
but
guess
if-
No, I
everyone's
think there's men
different,
that think
but
like you too, and I think there's girls that would think like me too. That, do you know what I mean? It just depends on how your relationship is
with that
your-
particular friend.
with your friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
definitely.
I used to have a lot of friends like that would just kind of just need money, and then they would never pay me back, but I'd never ask for it either. So,
No,
but like if
We pay each
seeing
other
that,
back. we pay each other back.
no, they wouldn't, not for
Ah.
me. But then seeing that, that's it, dropped, and
Oh,
not
well,
in my
Ah.
life
the
ever
not
again.
paying back things a bit peak still.
Mm.
But anyway, when you know your friends, you know who they
Yeah.
are. You know if they're gonna pay you back or not. You know what the deal is. But anyway, I'm gonna run with another tune, and I'm gonna come back with the lovely Miss Roberta. And yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit more about friends. Let's go.
I'm back in my hot seat.
Yeah.
back in
So,
my hot
Mr.
seat.
Producer kept it warm for ya. So,
Indeed.
the next thing I want to ask is, what is a fake friend? Who can help me with that one?
A fake friend. Well, it's all. I think it's all dependent on what the situation we have at hand. So, like, for example, if something happens, and it all depends on how that particular person chooses to react or respond in that situation. So there's just certain things that are like unspoken, unwritten, or whichever one that it is, I don't know. But
Mind your phone.
that in a situation, you as my friend, you should do that. Really and truly.
Okay.
Like, I'm just speaking very vaguely here
Mhm.
in terms of whatever situation that is. But there are certain situations that, as my friend, you should defo do that without a question, without speaking about it, without running it by you. Do you mind just doing that? Yeah, sure, no problem. No. You should do that. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Just personal, like, relating personally, I think that, well, a true friend is somebody who is able to defend your name in your absence. And if you can't do that, if you're more adding fuel and trying to get in at the pass, like, oh, right, what's who said
a fake friend?
yeah, do you know what I'm trying to say? Rather than no one couldn't call up my brethren's name without my brethren being there, without me having to roll. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, sorry, or
Take
whatever
time.
they're saying. I can say, nah, that's not Charlie still, or nah, you can't even say that, or blah blah. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
What do you think is a fake friend?
Exactly that. What she said.
Exactly that.
but there's so
Exactly
many
that.
other
Well,
things.
It
that can-
depends, though.
yeah,
It
not fake friends. You know what I'm
depends,
saying?
yeah.
It does depend. It does. We'll leave that one there. What is a fake friend? Think about that. Hashtag us. Get at us on
You done
Twitter,
know. You done know.
on Insta at UK_ISN. And let us know what is a fake friend. You know,
And all
someone
your-
might tag someone
all
and
your
say this
proud-
person.
You know what I'm saying? Some agony art.
Right. I want to know, how do you know when the time is right for letting go of a friend?
Again, I feel like it depends.
Like,
Give us an example of
my,
why it depends.
biased opinion,
Mhm.
I just know if, and it'll be easy for me to let go because I've had like so many friends in my past, and I've always been the one friend to be stepped over,
Word up.
and I think I just got fed up. I got fed up of it and just thought, like, if you're not gonna move right to me, that's it. You're done. But I guess that's just me, to be honest.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do
I
you
would
know when you
say-
gotta let go of a friend?
one on. I would say when, again, biased opinion, personal experience. or-
That's what it's all about
Yeah.
today.
I would say that, you know, when you're kind of on a path, actually, I'm going to use my mum's words, You're at a platform, right? And you're with all your brethren and whatever. There's a train coming. Now, you know that train is just going straight, and you've got somewhere to be. You've got stuff to do. You've got goals to reach. You've got aspirations, ambition. And then you've got friends that are just on this kind of, let's turn up, every day. Which, okay, fair enough, whatever. There's nothing wrong with going out or, you know. But when you find yourself, like for me, for example, with my media work, like I've just put out my YouTube channel and whatever, it's like I've got things to do. Like I have stuff to do. Like I come here every Friday. Like it's something that I want to do. And if there's people that are not, you can kind of see that, you know, when you can even feel a different vibe, like you're not on what I'm on. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I don't see no progression in you, which is not a disrespectful thing to say. I don't see it's not a disrespectful thing, but it's just, it, like you're saying, there's just a time to just, you know what I mean, see ya.
Yeah, see, like I have the same mindset completely, but right now with that mindset, I don't have a best friend. I just
True.
have friends.
My own best
Yeah,
friend.
yeah. And I've learned that, like, getting older, and it's good to have, your friends here and there. But right now, I don't have a best friend. And going through all my old best friends, they were never on the path that I wanted to be on. So yeah.
I think it's funny with best friends because I used to have best friends when I was younger, and they're not even my friends anymore.
Yeah.
And like the only person I can honestly say is my best friend, it has to be my fiance. He's such a fool. It has to be my fiance, and that's only because like I can truly honestly say that my definition of a best friend is someone that you're going to put them before yourself at times, and I can't commit to doing that to anyone other than my child and my fiance.
Yeah.
So really and truly, the only person that's actually there for me the same way I'd be there for them, who's willing to put me before them the way I put them before me, is my fiance. There's no like
That's
I can't.
family. That says a lot.
You know, I
That's what
can't
I'm
really
saying.
do that with friends.
Yeah.
Because I listen, when I let you down, you can't be honest. But yeah, I'm supposed to be my best friend. No, I'm sorry, babes. It's life.
Do you know why I don't have
Do you know
best
what it is
friends?
as
Do you know
well?
what I mean?
Yeah, it's like what even defines
A best
best
friend.
Yeah, like what?
It's true, because I guess it's down to everyone's own personal opinion
Yeah.
or experience.
Exactly,
Or
definitely.
But then it's like best at what? Do you know what I mean? Like best
And you
at
could
what?
just think,
or closest.
deep.
So you say it's a closest friend.
Yeah, but then even that's I can't speak for anybody else, but even that kind of changes sometimes. Like you're saying, when's it time
I
to
think
let
it
go?
does as
or-
well.
Do you know what I mean? Because there's been times where I've been mad close to number one, and then number two, yeah, we chill, we vibes, but then all of a sudden we're kind of getting a bit closer. And then it like,
The scales.
oh, yeah.
Do you know what? Sorry to cut you.
Synchronization.
Yeah, like my sister said something to me once because I was struggling. It was years ago now, and I was struggling with the fact that me and a particular friend had grown apart, and I was like, I don't understand why they see things so differently to how I see things. Like, why are they jumping to conclusions and acting certain ways? And my sister explained to me, kind of like what you just said. She said the universe works in funny ways. She said, like, you will have friends that they're always there for you, but the opportunity for you to be there for them never presents itself. She was like, and then you have friends who you're always there for them, and they're never there for you. And she said, it's just about realizing, is this person using me? Or is this literally, am I doing this because I actually really love this person? Like, and that's, there's all different type of love in it. I'm not saying love this person as if I love my daughter or love my mother, but it's a different type of love. So, and I thought about that, and I was like, you know what, it's right. She's right. At the end of the day, I have friends who I'm always there for them, and sometimes, like, I've had a friend in the past who, it's gone so deep as I've had to come round to your house, sit down with you, help you plan out what you're going to buy because you're on a certain budget now. I'm going to help you plan out what you're going to buy for the week. I'm going to take you shopping and help you buy it. I'm going to give you money to put towards it so that you can eat and put money on your electric and pay your rent and and then when I speak to you next week and you're like, oh, I didn't buy this or I didn't do it, you didn't stick to what you agreed to do, and it's like, I've forked out my money to help you, and just because you wanted to go and buy cigarettes, you've effed up the whole thing.
You're not
now.
even helping yourself.
Now all of a sudden you ain't paid rent again, and now and it's like, do you know what? I had to get to a point where I was like, I can't drag you to the water and make you drink it. You have to decide one day that that's what you're gonna do. And unfortunately, I had to distance myself. That doesn't mean that I don't still love that person the way I do. It just means that I had to let you fend for yourself, for you to, whether it means you wise up or you literally drop down and have nothing, you don't know what you're gonna do with yourself, for you to build yourself back up, because you can't. People can't give you everything in life.
Exactly.
You're not gonna experience how to look after yourself or fend for yourself. So I just thought, you're a big woman. Sort yourself out. When you're ready, come and check me, because I'm here.
Especially when we're all at this age where it's like we shouldn't even if we are being dependent on people. Okay, I'm going to rephrase that, 'cause I was going to say it shouldn't be friends. It all depends. Like we've been saying, it depends on, how two people could be so close that they're almost like sisters, you know what I mean? But it there does come to a point where it's like, I didn't know I had a child. Like, I didn't know I had a child. Like, who am I looking after, myself or you, kind of thing? Yeah. And even if you do have children, and I had 2 children. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't make sense, man. I don't know. The whole being dependent on people for too long. is like, if you kind of can't sort yourself out, like you're saying, you're a grown person, sort yourself out, kind of thing. Like,
It's like I've tried to help you over and over again.
Especially when the help has been provided and all they've done is just kind of take it for granted, and you're not trying to say there's nothing wrong with helping a friend, and then that kind of did give them that boost that they needed, where they can, thanks for that, man. I'm comfy now. Like, you helped me. Not every single month, reoccurring. It's like, what?
You should know.
But yeah, no, it's cool.
But yeah, okay. So my last thing I want to talk about on this topic is, can new friends be better than old friends?
100%.
Definitely.
100. That's just like saying, can a person? That's like saying, can this person be better than that? Not better than that person, but like everyone is.
I think
Just because they was your friend before, if you meet someone and you click and gel better,
and they still don't know you, you know, just yet.
Yeah.
Like, all your past friends, they think they know you, but like, they will always have the opinion of what you used to be, because we as adults, we evolve. Yeah. And
Come over then, Mr. Producer. But Roberta, sorry, carry on.
yeah, so like, it's different when you get older, you change. So I feel like your new friends, I mean, when you click with your
They're
new
more
friends, it's,
susceptible to that change, because they're not used to or reliant on that old you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Just put the words in my mouth.
I don't
Nice.
think new friends are genuinely better for you. I think that new friends are more. I don't think they're dangerous. I think new friends are more helpful in the direction you're going to go, because you've seeked them for this new direction.
Right, okay.
Do you get what I mean? And that's what they're good for, in that sense, in that you're both going to a destination, because you and your friends' relationship is not based off business. It's based off being in the same area together and building a genuine love that you both have for each other. Do you know what I mean? Whereas new friends, they're just there when they come across. If you're on a business move, that's what we do. Do you know what I mean? And then you build off that. But your relationship will predominantly, because it's based off that business or that move, once you guys stop doing that thing that you're doing, your friendship ends. So your old friends are always going to be the most, because they were there before you had any of these ideas, when you had your old little yellow top
But then
and snotty nose in the playground. Do you know what I mean?
But I think once again, it depends. because I have friends that I've known since I started secondary school, and I have friends that I've known since primary school, but they're not my closest friends. My closest friends I've not known for as long as I've known my old friends, obviously. Well, actually, it's not obviously, but yeah. And I think for me, I think you find new friends when, like you've said, you're doing new things, there's new people around you, and it's good to surround yourself with people who can push you in that way. And sometimes it just happens, that gravitational pull, it just happens. Yeah. And I'm a believer in, like, things happen for a reason. And like, when me and certain friends grow apart, I'm like, okay, it's happened. I'm not going to kick up a big stink about it. Who knows? When I chat to you in a couple months' time, it might just click back into place again. But I think things happen for a reason and have a time and have a place. Yeah. And I think that new friends can be better than old friends. But it doesn't mean to say that all of your old friends, like, you might have that one old friend who, like you said, is like your brother. And it's a different type of relationship to any other friends. So maybe your new friend won't beat that. But for me, it's not even about beating that. It's about, like, for example, I've known Berta now for, I think, just over a year. And I have older friends that I can't share the same experiences with them. Or, like, things I might talk about might bore them because they're not in it.
That's what I'm saying, because you're not on this path.
Right.
But your older friends, they know you for you. So
not necessarily, because even like what she said.
We're different. When you get older, you change.
Right.
Everything changes about you, and you're not in the same mindset as you were when you were 16.
Right. They may think they know you, or they
Yeah.
may even still think that they can base your personality around certain mistakes you made in the past. But actually, you grow and you evolve. You're not the same person you were yesterday. And I think the quicker everyone can admit that I may have an opinion today that I can change tomorrow.
Exactly.
That is probably the best situation we could be in as human beings. Because it's this whole, because you made that decision yesterday, this is why I'm going to treat you this way now. It's like, but that person could change. That person could even change their understanding or their values or whatever.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
anything,
mean?
anything,
So
to
you
be
can't
honest. Yeah, definitely.
you can't really paint someone with the same brush their whole life. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh man,
so that was
that was the friendship.
that was all about friendship. So thank you, Berta, for coming in and talking to us about friendship.
All right.